Hello, and welcome to Wyverns and Weirdos, the D&D podcast set in the world of Fierlor. Before we get started, do we have any announcements? I believe it is the second week of December?
What? How is it the second week of December already? No.
My birthday has now been and gone.
Happy birthday, Laura!
Happy birthday.
Yes.
It is the 7th. So
7th, yes, so that is exactly the case.
That's disgusting.
Please take
Krampus
care
is nigh.
in this time.
Absolutely.
Especially if you're in retail, please
Yeah.
take care of yourself or be very nice to people in retail at the moment. It is a fun time. But yes,
Be kind to one another.
definitely. Thank you again for everyone for your lovely support, your wonderful fan art, just any kind of interactions. We really appreciate them a lot.
yes.
Thank you.
Curse of Strahd is still going. It is very interesting at the moment.
It is exciting.
I mean, it's always very interesting, but it is very interesting at the moment.
Yeah, the couple episodes leading up to Christmas are like, ooh.
I think at this point, yeah, it's gotten to that. So, yeah, if you haven't checked it out yet, you should go and check it out. There's only a couple of episodes so far. So if you're, finding yourself during the week desperate to watch more Wyverns and Weirdos content, that's something that's worth checking out if you like it. It is a little bit spooky. It does have a bit of creepier content in it. So be mindful, but we hope you enjoy it.
They make a horror podcast. No, it's fine. I am enjoying along with all of y'all.
That's
and
right.
as I said in the last episode or the episode before, I don't know, we record in batches. If you want to speak to someone who's not in the podcast about the podcast, my Twitter feed is open. Tweet me about it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about these characters.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So, without further ado, let's jump into another episode of Wyverns and Weirdos.
Just call me Mitch Stuffer.
Yes.
And we're back. So, where we last left off, the party teleported to Daesil, hoping that returning the Shadowsteel Shard could free Bertie and Caius of the death curse that they were suffering. Upon arriving, they discovered that the city was under siege by an army of Githyanki, some of whom were riding atop red dragons. And they snuck their way through the city, and there was lots of carnage around them. And they were given a bit of a extra moment to plan, thanks to Anya and the Rod of Security. But they eventually made it to the Temple of Fethus, and Bertie rushed the shard to the altar, at which point found himself his consciousness brought into the presence of Fethus. That was where we left off. Thank you, Bertie.
Hey again, Vethus. Nice to see ya. It's me again. Well, yeah, brought the shot back, no problem. I hope that's what you wanted.
Of course. I've been keeping an eye on you in my ways. And it's nice to see that you're starting to embrace your potential.
Okay, I'm starting to fit the idea that you want of me. That's good to hear, I guess.
I have no desire of you other than for you to fulfill your potential, however that may be.
Well, that's good to know then. Well, about the shard, back when you first visited me, I guess, when we were talking about that I should go find it to maybe sever at least part of the ties with the other guy, you said you could offer me a deal if I returned it. And I made my mistakes, but I know again you didn't approve of this last time, but if you can do something to help him to undo that, so that's fixed for him, because again, he didn't ask for that. That's all I'm asking for. So that's my request in return for this.
He has played his role in the Shard's return.
Yeah.
He is freed from the curse's impact.
Good. Are you certain?
Of course.
And what?
The shadow fell on other planes. Is not seen as dark of a place as it is here. It's seen as more of a neutral area. Before the banishment of Zorthara and its integration into the plane, the Shadowfell was a plane in which I had some level of domain.
I see.
With the shard, I should be able to restore it to the Great Wheel, and part of that is severing the more nefarious, evil pacts connected with it.
Well, good. I guess I'm glad I could help with that then. At the end of, well, in spite of everything else.
Spite of everything else?
Well, I mean, as we established last time, you're not a big fan of me, and I haven't really done a great deal to improve that, I guess. But I don't know, yeah. You did have a point. I need to be more mature about how I'm doing everything, and I gotta start doing a bit more to make good with what's happened because of stuff that wasn't my fault, but that I kind of played a part in anyway. So I'm glad that I've managed to do some good for you, regardless of that. Even if I'm sure this is probably so close to the end of our chats like this, I suppose.
In a sense, maybe one day you'll learn to reach out of your own accord. But I feel like the clerical life was never for you, was it, Bertie?
Well, not really. I gotta say, the magic was great. I didn't like not having magic before I got it, and then having the extra magic from you was great, but I guess that's just how it's gotta be. So, yeah, never been much of a holy man myself, I guess.
No.
So it's not a surprise it's ended up like this.
I think as important it is for your well-being that the patronage between Zorth and Tathara and yourself has been severed, I think it is just as important for your growth that our connection be let go as well.
Yeah, that's good. That's what I was expecting. So, cool. Well, thanks for all that. I can't say it was amazing the whole time. But I guess, if you've been stuck watching the sort of stuff I've been doing, you probably wasn't a great time for you either. So, right back at ya.
I can leave you with a couple of things. Thank you to you and your friends for the return. Enhancements to their potential. Just playing in mostly harmless ways with the lines of their fate.
Will they be okay?
Of course, I will just...
I've come to... I care about a lot of them in different ways, but, I don't... That's not,
All I am offering is that they will have their capabilities and their potentials somewhat extended. Caius his hardiness, Neumann his wit, Ross her exuberance, and Anya her finesse. And you, shall we say that your materialism might find you a bit less stressed.
Well, that would be appropriate. Well...
The other thing, if you agree that with my assessment that it is best that we depart, that we part ways, I do not have to leave you empty-handed. I can bestow upon you some small divine spark. Enough to awaken the gifts of sorcery within you, of your own accord.
Oh. So I will still have some magic.
Yes, and you will still have the magics bestowed upon you by Zorth and Tathara, and with time you may even learn to develop them yourself. But it might not be as reliable without a patron manipulating it. Although you have made some strides with your blood magic.
Well, that was the best I could make out of the situation since it's all been going haywire. Oh, well, that's good in a sense. I was expecting not to have anything after this, so that's good. Cool, I can work with that. That'll be great. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yes. You're far from rash, Bertie, but your strength has always been in your force of personality.
Well, that can be a double-edged sword, depending on who you ask.
Oh, of course it can. But, always best to, play to your strengths.
Yeah. Well, I'll try to do the best for it. I'll try to do my best with it. That's, good suggestion. And, yeah, I'm thank you, Fethus. I'm sorry, I guess. It's been kind of a weird relationship with us. I haven't been the best person and ultimately a big disappointment to you, but I hope I can do my best to at least stop the whole gods exploding death thing anyway. Maybe. I'll see. I can't make any promises. Again, I'm not the best person or the heroic type, but I'll do my best. And thank you.
Thank you, Bertie. Have you got any questions for me while you still have my audience?
This was already like a month ago or more when we first started talking like this. You were worried then. What's it like now? With what's happening with everything?
It is uncertain still. Just because your connection has been severed from Zorthra does not disconnect you from the prophecy surrounding him. But you are in a much better state to face that head on, for one thing. You have allies who can help you. And now that they know what is going on, I am much more cautiously optimistic for the future than I was before.
Well, we'll see. It is good to have some allies. They do all have their own things to be worrying about more than me, but I think overall, if we could pull ourselves together in some regard, it's... I don't know. I don't know what we can do against them, but we'll see, I guess. That's all we can do.
Caius cut through the first one like butter. So...
The first... Was
the
that...
Dragon Rider.
The person with the sword, the gems...
Yes.
Oh. Well, that's not surprising, Caius. It's pretty amazing. Oh, okay. That was my fault too. God, that's great. Cool.
Not your fault, Bertie. Just because something happens because of you doesn't make it your fault.
Well, thanks. Okay, cool. That's all the questions I have. Sorry. Yeah. Well, I'll see what I can do about it. I'll see... I don't know. Again, I can't promise that we can do anything to help any of this, especially if it's got gods like you kind of worried and all that, but, yeah. Well...
Yes. My concern is that currently I cannot do anything to intervene directly. But then, if I am able to intervene directly, that opens up a completely different number of concerns. Please make sure that I cannot intervene directly, because that would be much worse for the world.
Yeah, that's the last thing we kind of need right now is all of that rifty stuff happening. How much longer do you think we have, from your estimate?
It depends. Zorthar is slowed. With each successful tear, it takes more and more energy out of them. It could be weeks, could be a month. It could be months.
Okay. Well...
My advice to you, take a day, a couple of days to recuperate, to regather yourselves. Then face what you need to face.
Yeah, well, gotta be watch out for the other part of the prophecy too, I guess. I'll see what I can do. I gotta reevaluate kind of how I do a lot of things, I think. Obviously, at the moment, that kind of stuff ain't been working, so, yeah. Thank you. I'll try and do the best I can. Thanks for this.
Thank you for all you have done, Bertie, and for all that you will do. And just remember this. As I part from you, I part proud of you.
Oh.
And you find your presence returned to church.
Excellent.
And Caius, you find your constitution, you find yourself a bit hardier, so your constitution has been raised. Neumann, you find your thoughts going by a little bit quicker than they were before. Your intelligence has been raised. Ross, I don't know how to describe this.
He
but
feels
your
full of pizzazz.
Yeah. Yeah, you feel re-energized. Your charisma has been risen. Anya, you are... you start kind of fidgeting with your hands and notice, like, your kind of dexterity has been raised.
Interesting.
And Bertie, you have your extra attunement slot.
Yeah.
These were all boons that that we discussed and the players had a choice in. It just so happens that everyone happened to choose one that really worked with their characters.
Yeah.
In such a neat way.
That worked really well. Alright, well, I'll quickly also describe, I guess, like, while Bertie is kind of having, like, this, like, after they deposit, like, the shard, I suppose, I imagine, obviously this conversation's happened a lot faster in Bertie's head than it has happened in real time. But yeah, so, like, Bertie is still, like, super cold, which I guess Caius would know if he's still holding his hand. He probably isn't at this point.
That's probably grabbed you on the way down.
Yeah. But yeah, I think, like, for, like, a moment, Bertie would have seemed to kind of ice over even more while he was having the zone out while Fethus was talking to him. And then sort of, like, probably while he's kind of bidding his goodbye, I suppose, sort of like a single tear runs down his cheek, and then just, like, flowers of all colors, like, bright and vibrant, sort of, like, rapidly sprout from, like, his hair and his hands, and especially his left arm. And even probably from, like, the ground where he's been standing, in this kind of, like, sudden and enormous burst of energy. And then before the flowers all just kind of explode into this shower of petals, which dissipate, kind of leaving Bertie looking just as before, kind of dazed and wobbly-legged, and before he kind of just, like, collapses to the ground, I guess, or something. Yeah, cool. That's that. Okay. Yeah, cool.
Did it?
Okay, well, that happened.
I guess it worked then, Bertie. And Anya, from where she's still watching out the window, but she kind of turns a little bit and does a small smile. She's probably spinning something in her hands. I don't know what she'd be holding. A dagger. Let's be real.
That's fair.
Caius is very quietly, as Bertie does come to, is going to look at everything that's happening. and I guess just sort of brush a little bit of ice off his own fingers, which might have gotten on there, and gone,
Yeah.
Bertie, are you okay?
Well, okay, actually, I guess because Kai's is the closest as well, they're probably, with her lightning elf eyes and stuff like that. As long as, like, especially Neumann or Anya, but, like, everyone here has known Bertie, he's had, like, these really intense, like, red sort of pinkish eyes. They're all suddenly, like, they're now suddenly a much paler sort of pink, almost silvery. And I guess, like, Caius would notice that specifically, but, like, the listeners' word palace as well, it's kind of like there's lots of little shining lights of stars, like a little galaxy in there, but, like, this really silvery pink instead of, like, the red sort of eyes that he's had for quite a long time. But then, yeah, he just kind of, like, just looks really dazed. It's like, yeah, no, I'm okay. I just had to say bye to someone, I think. It's all right. Yeah, don't worry about me. How are you feeling, Caius?
Oh, well, I mean, I feel great. I'm top of the world.
Oh, good. That's good. I hopefully I can still cast it. I'll double check to make sure later, but I think you should be fine now. That mistake shouldn't be happening anymore. So that's sorted, and I think everyone should have. Festus should have given everyone kind of a thank you for helping this happen. So hopefully everyone feels a bit better, I guess. I just had to talk with my god now, but I guess it's not my god anymore, so yeah.
I mean, I definitely do feel better, I will admit. Like, something's different. It feels quite strange, but yeah. No, I definitely feel something, so I definitely got something.
Yeah, no, I feel energized in a way I didn't. Is Bertie's arm still black?
Oh,
No. it
I
is
guess
not.
like for that moment as well, like yeah, Bertie will like still looking at Kai just like very dazed, with Caius, I suppose. We'll kind of like shuck off like the shuck off his coat, I guess, which just disappears because I guess it's like probably the shift weave version of his actual stupid salesman outfit. And then he'll just like check his left arm, sort of like undoing like the braces of panache that he put on but didn't attune to check to see like to like look at his left arm and to check where the tattoo was and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's not
you
blackened
see-
anymore.
No, it is not. Even the tattoos area is black, though there is a scar of in the shape of the tattoo where it once was. The tattoo is completely absent, and I believe do you have the ability to just cast like magic, or do you need to do it as a ritual?
I think it's a ritual. Oh, I think he actually has an item that runs.
You
that
have a
does
wand
detect
of magic detection.
Yeah, I do.
So if you I would imagine you would probably quickly use a charge from that, knowing that it was.
Yeah,
And-
he'll just reach
yeah.
into his backpack, I guess. Because he has the handy haversack. So I imagine whenever I describe him reach into his backpack, he kind of just like puts his hand at the top of it and just like shoots into his hand. And then he'll just like tap that point in his wrist with the wand.
and you see like there's no kind of arcane glow from the scar.
Huh.
There's incredible amounts of arcane glowing around the room,
Yeah.
like from all the magic you
We're in
all
a church,
have.
it's fair.
And there's little bits and pieces from elements of the church, but like the biggest thing is like the five of you have so many magic items at the moment,
Yeah,
like both
fair.
attuned and unattuned.
Yeah.
You're practically massive glowing lights of magic.
He kind of just like throws the wand back into his backpack. He's like, and just keeps staring at his wrist like, huh, okay. This will take some getting used to.
Anya, this whole time, apart from the first time she spoke, she's turned back to the window and she's not really speaking. Like she's very quiet. Yeah.
You feel something jump up on your shoulder and hear in your ear. What you looking at?
She jumps a little bit and she's like, not now, friend. It's okay.
And everyone else heard this.
Yeah.
Usually,
Yeah, Neumann like spins around like with like arrow in bow. Like what the?
and yeah, you see this red imp perched on Anya's shoulder.
Should we worry about that, Anya? There's like a imp on your shoulder. Do you know there's an imp on your shoulder?
She you see her, like, she brings a couple, like one of her hands to her face and she does something, and when she sort of turns back, she's just like, it's okay, it's part of sorry, I've gotten stronger. My bond to Asmodeus has grown stronger, and because of that, Hafren can be in his natural form.
I will never understand how other familiars live in those fucking forms.
You say that. You quite enjoyed your life as a bird. You told me yourself.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad.
And I think you enjoyed belly scratches. Ross gave you many belly scratches. I don't think you minded being a cat either.
Yeah, but that's got nothing to do with being the cat, does it?
For me, it certainly does.
Now, just as an aside, Darby, if you make Hafren creepy, I'm firing you from this podcast. Not allowed.
Yeah. Ross is
No, he's lawful evil, not chaotic evil.
I also headcanon him as Ace. Don't fuck with that.
Another one. We do breed like plants.
Another one.
Let's go. Another one. Ross is looking between like everything that's just happened, and she's just like, wait, are you Hafren has... This is Hafren now. Hello, Hafren.
That's always been Hafren. Just Hafren in the forms that Hafren is needed in. And as I grow more powerful, so does Hafren. And if anyone's paying close enough attention, you see she tucks her pan flute back into her pocket. It was just in one of her hands.
So, is Hafren like this for good now? Like,
Oh no,
is this how Hafren is going to stay for a while?
Hafren can change forms as needed.
You see as Hafren changes back into a cat, and then into a raven, and then into a rat, and then back into a cat, and then back into an imp.
Okay, all right. Look, I don't necessarily have a problem with it. It's just, it might be weird for the general public. Maybe I don't know. I've never really seen
going to be an imp in the general public.
Yeah, I've just never really seen one in person. I've only read about them, so they're not that common. So that's good to hear.
They are where I come from.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
That is valid. That's a valid.
It's all a matter of perspective, isn't it?
Only the lemurs are more common where I come from.
Neumann just goes off into a pondering spree, like, no, he's not wrong.
Right.
Sorry, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna say that, like, Ross just looks at Hafren again and then is gonna go over to Birdie and just check like basic medical signs, like his temperature and like his pulse and like all that weird stuff.
Do you check his eyes?
Roll a medicine check.
Ooh,
Also, as soon as the attention is turned away from her, Anya properly wipes her eyes.
no.
Birdie is just kind of just staring. He's like very quiet now, just still quite bewildered
19.
at his wrist.
19. Yeah, like, unless there's anything you want to make note of, Laura, like, Bertie seems to be in perfectly good health.
Yeah, he seems to be completely fine. He just looks very shocked.
Yeah.
He is very cold. I think like when like obviously when Caius did ask him if he was okay, that kind of the ice effect did kind of like freeze up a bit more, and then it just kind of receded a lot more. So he's just generally cold because of the armor of Agathids now.
Okay.
It's not super frosty, I suppose.
Yeah. Ross is just
Yeah.
going to quietly take note of everything while the conversation with Hafren continues and just kind of try and be a soothing presence to Bertie.
Sorry, you go.
I was just going to say, as soon as Ross comes over and starts to take care of Birdie, Caius is going to take a couple of steps back and then go over to the entryway and assume a guard position and sort of keep an eye out and figure out what's going on outside.
Yeah, it's fair.
If you need that little rod taken out of the door handles, you just press the button on the end. Otherwise, that thing won't move at all. Newman's going to go up to the church guy who's there, because I'm pretty sure he's still here. He
He's
goes,
just like,
is
gosh, this is
this
weird.
something that happens all the time? Is this just another day, or
Not at all.
is this what you're expecting?
No. I recall seeing an image of something much like this this gemstone here in some of my texts. But is that what I think it is?
I believe
And-
so. It was of some significance when we got it.
The Shadow Seal Shard.
I believe so. Is that what it was, Birdie?
Yeah, that's what it was. That's why I needed it. Because my old god wanted me to get it for him. I mean, Fethis, yep. Yeah. Yeah, it's this shadow. That's what he called it.
Thank you. Thank you all. This is an important artifact for our faith.
So what happens now? Does it just stay there, or?
I will commune with the Shadow Lord and discover what needs to occur next. But
Right, yeah. And what about you in this whole situation we're all in right now? What do you have people coming to protect you, or have you sort of just been waiting for people to come in and
the temple is fortified against harmful.
so you'll be right if we just so happen to leave?
In theory, yes.
Rightio. Caius, how's it looking out there?
How's it
Roll me
looking
a
out there?
perception. Roll me a perception check.
Oh, I'm good at those. I'm not. Oh, that's a good
Yes.
roll though. 16.
Okay, so you
good roll for
see,
me.
the battle seems to be winding down for the most part from what you can see from here, but there is one dragon that's left in the sky, somewhat injured, that seems to be making a beeline for the cathedral.
Is that where we are right now?
Yes,
Anya
after the
steps up next to Caius and she's like, is it time for us to help now?
Well, I look back. Does everyone look like okay?
Yeah. Did anyone actually take any damage?
Me.
How much?
How dare you make me do maths? 11 points.
Well,
Yeah, nothing. Ross is. Well, you said before we shouldn't join a war. Like,
We should absolutely not, but there appears to be a dragon heading straight for us.
oh,
Is there an
Well-
underground area in this cathedral?
there is a safe safe room, but there is no escape route.
You said the cathedral was protected?
Yes.
Well, I think it might be wise to spread out in here. Try and stay as safe as possible, because the battle seems like well, the city appears to be winning. So if we hold out here for a little bit longer, we should be fine.
Ah, come on, we can take it.
Don't like you.
Fuck you.
It's probably good to note as well, as soon as Hafren the imp started talking, Caius immediately raised the heavy crossbow at him. It was only as Anya sort of turned and was like, yeah, it's Hafren, friend, not foe, did Caius very slowly lower the crossbow.
Fiend, not foe.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible. I will also say, like, Bertie probably was like staring very intently at Caius. Now, what I'm imagining is he's probably trying to talk to him in his head, but I don't think he can do that anymore.
No.
No. Yeah. So he's just like,
That was a Great Old One's warlock.
oh
specialty.
my god, no.
Ross rechecks his temperature when she sees him just staring.
He just kind of like shakes his head like, do you think that's okay, Caius? If they're winning, perhaps we can help. But I would defer to you, because you know what you're talking about, as evidence before.
Well, we've done what we came here to do, so we are technically free now, but it is a dragon, and it
Anya,
does seem to be aware of us, and we are in a protected building for now.
As
That's-
far as I'm aware, we did just give off a massive signal when we put that stone down.
Anya she turns to Caius and she puts her arm on his forearm and she's like, Caius, we are all stronger now. The circumstances that led us to have to use such caution have changed. And she looks at Bertie and she gives a small sort of smile and she looks back to Caius and she's like, I believe we have the strength to help. And now that we've done what needed to be done, is it not almost our duty?
If I could chime in, I think we should help, but Caius is still right. This is not our war. I know I am not the best fighter here, but I am used to people fighting outside my door. If there are already people fighting that dragon, we have to help them. This is not a group of mercenaries. We need to know what they're doing and we need to help them.
Besides, how hard can it be? I saw how you dealt with that dragon back in Durham.
No, you didn't. You were on another plane. You were banished straight away.
That's right. But I assume you dealt with it fine. You're here, aren't you?
I guess Birdie will kind of get up awkwardly again. It's like again still quite dazed, and he'll try to go up next to where Caius is, and then he'll be like, "Hey, what do you want to do?"
I just want everyone to be safe.
Then we'll stay in here if we want to, but if you're worried about people outside as well, it's up to you.
The dragon seems to be attracted to us. I'm assuming it's something to do with that shard. Now, if we decide to engage that dragon, and it doesn't go well, we rally back here in the cathedral. And then whatever happens, we wait here until we can find some way to escape.
I think that's a good idea. And I'm pretty sure... like is the dragon, like, can we see it? Like, is it still coming towards us, or what is it doing now?
Someone can have another look.
I look outside the window.
Roll me a perception check.
Oh no.
Its face is pressed up against the glass.
Yeah, we've just been talking way too long.
Yeah, in Draconic, it's like, you guys coming out, or...
21.
21. Yeah, it's not quite at the cathedral yet, but it's close enough to get a gauge on its size.
Insight check on the dragon. What is its motivation? I'm joking. It's fine.
I mean, but yeah, this dragon is definitely smaller than the one you fought in Durham.
It just got more to lose.
And it is already injured.
I mean, I could probably do something to slow it down, only briefly,
It
but
also
I'd have
has,
to do
like,
it now.
Also has an armored Githyanki riding atop it.
Okay.
Oh, thank you so much for telling me that, Darby. My one offensive spell.
All right. Well, I guess Neumann will go up, and he's going to have a look and see if there's maybe any, like, two buildings in between where it looks like the dragon may attempt to hang around if it gets close enough. And he's going to prepare an action. He's going to cast web when it comes in range. He's going to attempt to do it from building to building and hopefully catch the dragon in the middle.
Okay.
So you guys can talk amongst yourselves, anything else. But yeah, as soon as the dragon gets close enough, Newman's just going to have that ready.
Yeah. Okay, so you're waiting out by the door to look at that?
Does look like it's coming straight for us. Might be something to do with me again.
Might just be the radiant energy that lit this place up like a fucking beacon.
Yeah.
Okay, one, Hafren, I do not appreciate your potty mouth in this. I think it... And two, the misguided martyr complexes in this party really need to calm down. Now, if we're going to fight a dragon, then I guess let's fight a damn dragon.
Anya
And she puts her hands on her
Smile.
hips.
Look, and she's like, I agree wholeheartedly. However, and she turns to Caius and to Birdie, and she's like, I do not wish to step on anyone's toes or to make this seem sacrificial, but I, at the very least, am going to go out and fight. And I know that this is a decision that some of you may not agree with, but I have lived a long time. And I have seen a lot of things and a lot of fights. And you'll all be okay. And she turns to Neumann and she's like, if you can remove the rod.
I'm assuming it's already been removed, so we can look out the door. But Neumann will put his hand out to Caius to get it, because I'm assuming Caius got it out to have a look through the door. Can I have that back as well? I worked really hard on that. I don't want to forget it.
Caius is going to pass the rod over.
Thank you. I'm glad I finally got to use it. Oh my god, it's been so long.
You still paying attention out the door there?
Absolutely.
Yep. So at that moment, the dragon passes in between a pair of buildings.
Cool. Superhero moment. Web
Anya.
flinging.
Anya
Let's go.
steps out. As he swings the web, Anya steps out onto the threshold of the church.
All right.
With her dragon slayer rapier. She flourishes that and she stands in the doorway, ready for a fight.
Everyone roll for initiative.
Oh god.
Regardless of whether you're engaging or not, it's important.
Alright, Darby, did the spell work? So basically,
now read out to me what the description of web.
conjure a mass thick, sticky web at a point of your choice within range. The web fills a 20-foot cube from that point for the duration. The webs are difficult terrain and lightly obscure the area. However, if a creature starts its turn in the webs or it enters them during its turn, it must make a dexterity saving throw, which is a dex 17. If it fails, it is restrained as long as it remains in the web. It can do a strength save to try and get out using an action.
Okay. So, what is your DC?
17.
17. This is basically 50-50. And I rolled a natural 2.
Hey!
Ooh,
So,
hey.
for us, that means that we have advantage. Attack rolls against a creature have advantage. Creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. It has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. And its speed is 0.
Is the web flammable at all?
It is flammable, yes, so it'll probably only last one turn.
Alright.
That's
So-
all we need, baby.
Neumann, your initiative, please.
Okay, I'll give you that in just a moment. My initiative is 18.
18. Anya.
23.
Bertie.
Nat 20.
Don't forget your advantage on your first action.
Yeah.
But nat 20 for you, that's 22, isn't it?
Yeah, 22.
Caius,
That's awesome.
how disgusting is this?
For the first time ever, I got a 12.
Oh.
Ooh.
As in, like, you rolled a 12, or that's total?
I rolled a 2.
Ooh.
Very narratively tasty,
That fits very well.
considering what's going on.
Yeah.
The hesitation.
And Ross.
I also got a 12.
I believe you go first because
'Cause
your
I have a higher
dexterity
dex.
is higher.
Caius
is
doesn't want to go at
last.
all. Yeah.
That fits really well.
What a cursed fight this is going to be.
Oh no.
Meanwhile,
This is
Anya,
bad.
Anya, you won initiative.
Can she make
Bertie
it
on
up
deck.
to the dragon?
Yeah, it's only about 30 feet away. These aren't massive, or not even,
She's got quite a fair
yeah.
bit of movement, so it's not like
Yeah.
I just want to know whether the dragon is within melee range of her to be able to use.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. For her movement, which is insane movement anyway.
certainly.
So she goes right up to the dragon. And I guess if anyone's watching, there's this sort of something washes over her that I guess none of you have ever seen before, which is a unique kind of focus where there's no sort of, usually in a battle, she's got this this sort of look where you can tell that she's paying attention to everything going on. And while there is still an element of that with how she walks and how she instinctively sort of carries herself, there's also this almost glassed over effect of just pure focus. To the point where I can imagine Hafren is probably in his imp form, like flapping, trying to keep up with her, but just can't because his speed is not fast enough.
Get the fly speed of 40.
Yeah, and Anya's speed is 45.
True.
So she very swiftly makes her way over to the dragon, and slashes into the dragon. Now that's at advantage, yes, because of the webs.
Yes.
Which means I get my sneak attack, correct?
Yes.
Cool. Ooh. Anya, that was an 18 and a 19, which means that's
that
30?
would hit.
That's a 30 to hit?
That would hit even without.
Okay, bear with me, because this is going to be a few dice. So that's 4, 5 plus. I don't even remember what my sneak attack is, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points of piercing from the rapier, plus 10, 11, 12, 22, plus another 25 points. So
38.
38 points of damage.
Yeah.
And let's see what she can do with her bonus action. Damn, now I wish she dual wielded because that would have just been cool. That would have been tasty. Oh, it is a finesse weapon.
Yeah. If
Can
you
she
have a
offhand
dagger,
with the dagger?
Yeah. Yeah.
Would there be any reason why she'd still... No, she wouldn't get a sneak attack on an offhand.
No, you can only get
Yeah,
sneak
yeah.
attack once per turn.
No, easy. And with her other hand, with the dagger that she was playing with in the church, she... Oh, no. That's a natural one.
Okay.
She goes to stab the dagger into the dragon, and I imagine that maybe her arm gets a little bit caught in some of the web, and she drops the dagger, and it clangs to the ground. So it doesn't phase her too much.
Neumann, remind me, but is there disadvantage on attack rolls for a creature caught in the web, or just advantage?
So this is just the restrained condition, which is given to the dragon. And that says their speed becomes 0. It can't benefit from any bonus. Its attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage.
Okay. So, at the end of your turn, Anya, you hear the Githyanki, hear and see the Githyanki atop the dragon, go, Krakash! And in response, you see the dragon lash out with its mouth at you, and make a bite attack. That is 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
So that was, for reference, a legendary action of the Githyankis.
Damn, at disadvantage of 23. I'm scared of this thing now.
So, yeah, we'll deal with that later. So that is 13 points of piercing damage.
She doesn't have resistances, so just give me all of them together.
Yeah. And 2 points of fire damage, so 15 points of damage all up.
Cool. She doesn't even flinch.
Yeah. Bertie, your go.
Cool. Birdie is going to. He's still looking at Caius, and he's going to hold his action. He's just going to cast. Well, he's going to try to cast Eldritch Blast, but he's going to hold that.
Yeah.
Until-
You feel the arcane energy build up and crackle in your hand, ready to be released.
And again, he looks kind of like just bewildered a little bit. Not really sure, but he's just going to hold. And either if Caius takes action, he's going to attack as well, but he's going to wait. He's
Okay.
just still standing there with him.
Yeah. Neumann, you'll go.
He's going to stick behind the door still, and he's going to pop his head out with the greater thundering short bow, and he's going to take a pot shot at the Githyanki up top.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Perfect.
You do notice that there are also 4 lesser Githyanki around. So just basically foot soldiers.
Okay, that's fine.
And
now,
you would have noticed that too, Anya, but you were able to very easily weave between them.
is the Githyanki restrained as well?
I think he's high enough up on the dragon that he's not.
Yeah, 20 by 20 cube. Okay, cool. Well, that's a 17 to hit.
17. Okay, that just misses.
Just misses. That's okay. And can you do anything as a bonus action of value? Right,
Caius
he's
on
going
deck after a bunch of
to
NPCs.
he's going to take the hide action then as a bonus action.
Okay, roll me a stealth check.
Absolutely. Oh, that's not that good. 18.
Okay. Okay. If Yankee warriors are going to go up to the cathedral. So you see 4, and they're just gonna be standing at arms at attention. Okay. The Supreme Commander going to make a is going to he's going to attempt to cast a spell. You can probably see all of you because the only one whose stealth didn't beat his passive perception. So can I get everyone to roll me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Uh-oh.
Unless anyone has something that they want to do to...
He's not trying to frighten or charm us, is he?
It is a charm effect.
Counter charm. Oh wait, no, that's an action.
Oh, yeah,
Can I counter spell?
and if you want, what level?
I don't have a 7th at the moment, so I'm assuming you'll tell me if I'm going to unnecessarily fry a spell slot, but I'll say 6th.
6 is just enough to actually
Oh, phew.
automatically stop it.
I'm very glad because my save was very bad.
Yeah.
I didn't even roll it.
Mine-
Okay, well
yeah.
that's my 6th gone, but that's fine. Everything's fine.
Caius, your go.
No? Oh wait, no, yeah, I used.
Yeah, that wasn't your go, that was the Githyanki's go.
Yeah, now it's my.
Oh, yeah, no, Ross, it is your go because you have a higher dex
Yeah.
and you're on the same initiative.
Well, when he cast the spell, she definitely used her tambourine in a big motion to counter spell it, and I assume there was probably some glittery sparkles happening everywhere as it dispelled for the flavor. What does she have? Do I make a stupid decision or do I make a good one?
Ross decision.
the stupid thing. You know
Yeah.
you want to.
You're a bard.
Okay, yeah, no, I would. She's going to look at Caius and she's going to say, you can choose not to fight if you want, but I think the fight's going to come to us. Question before I make my very stupid decision. Are there people of Deasil helping to fight? Or are they all off somewhere else? Because Ross's whole thing was let's find people and help them.
Not currently here.
Okay. She's going to say that to Caius. She's going to run like 10 feet in front of the church. And she's going to cast Enthrall.
On.
Can I do it on multiple creatures at once? The wording says
What level spell is it?
second.
Second. Roll. With a distracting string of words causing creatures of your choice to see within
Creatures.
range. Yeah. To make a wisdom saving throw. Any creature that can't be charmed succeeds on the save automatically. And if you or your companions are fighting a creature, it has advantage on save. Failed save, the target has disadvantage on wisdom perception checks made to perceive any creature other than you until the spell ends or until the target can no longer hear. Spell ends if you're incapacitated or can no longer speak. Okay,
So I could theoretically cast it on the 4 guys.
all of them would be within range. If you casted it, it would be on all 6
But I could
targets.
theoretically cast it on the 4 guys and make it so they're paying attention to me and don't engage with the fight at all.
Yeah.
Then that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
So she and I have to be speaking to do it. So
Like the
she's
opposite
gonna,
of selective hearing. I love it.
yeah. So she's gonna come out and be like, "Hey, look at me, this little purple weirdo!" Like, and then she's going to start singing a song. And just also, I forgot to mention it, but when she said that to Caius, that was bardic inspiration. So you get a D10, whatever you want.
All right.
And she's just singing. Do you want me to start? I can sing a song. It won't be out at this time.
Yeah,
I'm
just-
sorry.
Snip it if you want.
As I came home on a Monday night, as drunk could be, I saw a horse outside the door where my old horse should be. So I called my
Okay.
wife.
Okay, Caius.
Oh,
Sorry.
cool. I mean, he's gonna go in because his friends have just gone in, even though he gave very specific instructions the entire time since we've been here. His friends are like, an evil thing, let's go and punch it. Which is fine, totally fine. Caius isn't messed up about that at all.
The situation's changed, Caius.
It
Yeah.
has not changed, it is still a war.
But there's only one dragon.
Only one dragon, that's fine.
And this appears to be the commander of the entire war.
So,
You have the chance to stop this now.
This is in self-defense. This is the way I see it. He came at us first.
Oh
Caius
man.
is,
We're gonna get talked to later.
What does Caius do? Please continue.
Caius is going to stop, take a deep breath, and then he's going to take another one. And then, as he opens his eyes again, the pupils have rolled back into his head. He turns into mist and then reappears on the back of the dragon.
And you see the Githyanki commander like turn to face you, like, huh?
Teleports behind you.
That is incredible. I guess, is that the end of Caius's move?
That is not. I have
That's
No.
your
action.
bonus
Oh,
action.
God.
Isn't it? Yeah.
And I guess I'm gonna swing my good old sword at him.
Yeah. Roll to hit.
That is a 19 to hit.
A 19 for total?
Total.
Total. Okay, so he's gonna bring his sword up to meet yours. That is him using his reaction to parry.
Okay.
Cinematic.
As my sword glances off his, I'm going to bring it around for another swing.
All right, roll to hit.
That is a 26.
26 definitely hits.
Alright. That and that. Can I first level smite as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that is... He's not like undead or anything, is he? Or a
No.
fiend? No. Okay, so that is
Back there,
10,
humanoid.
12, 19, 28 points of damage.
Nice. Here's the question. Do you push through?
I do not.
Okay. He is going to use his other two legendary actions for the round to make an attack against you. Right?
Do I get to attack
Yes.
him first?
Uh,
Or is it
Ooh.
after it's... Or is this technically still in Kai's round?
oh,
Because I
yeah,
held my
that's a good
action
point,
until
yeah.
Kai's moved.
Yeah, because that's at the end of Caius's turn, his legendary action. So yeah,
Cool.
you get your
So,
3
Eldritch Blast. Alright,
Blast.
so I'm using D&D1 for this. So first one is a 31 to hit. I assume that hits.
Yes.
Next one is a 32 to hit. Thank you, D&D Beyond. And the next one is a 28 to hit.
Nice.
I
Yeah, all
love
three
having
hit.
a beefed up Eldritch Blast.
3d10 plus 15 total.
Okay, just
And
one
you
more.
notice it is that force damage again. Classic force
Yeah.
damage. Rather than the necrotic.
Sorry, just one more. So 7 plus. Hang on. My apologies. Sorry, D&D Beyond's just covered up the
Well,
actual thing I can
yeah.
use to roll to do the damage. My apologies. 10. Yep. And. Okay, sorry. So. It's not much, but it is 29 points of damage.
29. That's still pretty decent.
So
For a
both have,
cantrip.
yeah. What does it look like, Darby?
Yeah, so these 3 bolts of arcane energy like hit into the Githyanki and like push back his shoulders in 3 bursts of impact.
Awesome. That'll
And
probably.
he sneers as he swings his sword around to take a hit at Caius. Oh, that's a natural 20.
Oh no!
Oh
Oh no, that's in an astral body. This doesn't happen in the material plane. But okay, so take 15 points of slashing damage. Uh, 25 points of psychic damage.
Yikes. Sorry, Caius.
That's still probably nothing for him.
Yeah.
I mean, it hurt.
It's psychic damage too. Like that's painful.
Yeah. Yeah, as this is kind of... It feels like the sword is screaming in your head as it makes attack.
Oh.
Okay, now it's the dragon's turn. It is... Yeah, it's going to use its strength to get out of the web. Like,
17.
17. And it's only dexterity that it has disadvantage on. Saves what?
Dexterity saving throws, yep. So it's
Yeah.
a regular strength save.
That is a 22. So
Yep.
yeah, it rips away at the webs. But that is its action, so... Anya, your go.
Okay. A couple of things are going to happen all at once.
Yeah.
Now, I do have a question.
Ask away.
Using charges of the ruby rod,
Oh.
is it an action? Yeah, it is an action. Okay.
Yes.
Sorry, I just found it again.
Yeah.
She takes one in that sort of cold, same calculated focus. She takes one quick sweep of the battlegrounds. She sees Birdie still at the church. She sees Ross drawing in the other Githyanki. She sees Caius on top of the dragon battling the main Githyanki, and she sees Neumann. Where were you again?
I'm behind the church door.
And she sees Neumann behind the church door. And she looks up at Hafren, who's finally caught up to her, and she smiles and she's like, "You know what to do." And Hafren flies up to up to the top of the dragon, and mid-flight you see him transform into this huge red devilish pit fiend. So he shifts from his tiny little imp form larger and larger before he lands with a colossal thud behind the Githyanki, flanking now with Caius. And Anya has a small smile and uses the distraction to weave within combat under the dragon and hide.
Okay, roll me a stealth check.
And then we're going to do Hafren's turn. That is a 24. I don't know why I had to think about that.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, no, 25.
Yeah.
It was a 25.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Hafren's go.
Yeah. You should have the stat block for a pit fiend in.
Yeah, I've got it. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Now, Darby, at the start of both the Githyanki and the dragon's turn,
Yes.
They will have to make a wisdom saving throw. Feel free to do that now if you want, and just note it down for the start of the
I will
turns.
I'll make it at the start of it.
Now, Hafren gets 4 attacks. Also he has a mace. So, Hafren, even though you've never seen him in a form that has a more humanoid face, you see him smile in a very Hafren-esque way, and he pulls back his mace and is like, "All right, it's time for you to die." And he gets advantage because it's flanking, so he's going to attack first the Githyanki with the mace. So that's a 17 plus 14.
17 plus 14 will hit.
Cool.
So this is the Githyanki, wasn't it?
Yep, so that's 13 points of slashing damage. He then swipes underneath the Githyanki at its legs with his tail, which that would be...
Did you roll below a 4?
No.
Then it hits.
Cool. So where's the tail? 3d10. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Where's my other d10?
Yeah, this is why you cannot do this often.
11, 17 plus 8. So that's
35?
25.
5.
How's the Githyanki looking? Is it dead?
If Yankee's looking shaky.
Okay. With his free hand, he slashes at the Githyanki with his claw. So that's a 19 plus 14. Does that hit?
It certainly does.
Is Hafren the new Kaya's?
So that's 16.
Okay.
Githyanki's still up.
Yeah.
Okay. And Hafren then sort of peers around the Githyanki to Caius and he says, I'll leave the rest to you, mate. And does a wink and then turns and bites down on the dragon's neck. Okay, I'm going to be tricky here. Because it's happening within the same action and Anya is weaving underneath the dragon, would he get flanking advantage?
I'll allow it.
Cool. Okay, so that is 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. Now, the dragon is going to have to make a saving throw in a second. I just want to do this first. So, 12. Holy shit. 18 plus 8, which is 26. Now, it's a constitution saving throw.
Yeah, it made it 13 plus 22. I believe
It just made it.
Yeah.
It just made it.
So how much damage was it?
20. Hold on.
26.
12 plus 6 is 18 plus 8. 26, yeah.
Okay. And that, I believe, is Hafren's go.
Yep.
Bertie, it is your go. You just saw Hafren turn from this impish form into a fiend many times its size.
Yeah, Bertie looks horrified right now, I would say. That's really scary to honestly see, especially considering he knows that's tied directly with Asmodeus and So a question, just double checking, the dragon's on the ground right now, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so, I'll try it. So kind of just reeling back from seeing Hafren and I guess like trying to sort of process everything that's happening in like these 6 seconds. I imagine the Bertie still has like the like, even though he's still iced over, the wound on his hand still hasn't healed entirely, so he takes his finger and makes like another sigil in it and then kind of tries to like push out his like right hand in the direction of the dragon. I'm going to try to cast Hold Monster on it.
All right. What is the DC?
It's a Wisdom saving throw of 21.
1. It has a very low Wisdom modifier.
Come on.
That is a 13. So the dragon is held into place.
So the dragon would like kind of like, it's not a blood hunter slot, but it's it's the same kind of magic. So like the dragon would kind of just like start to seize up and then sort of like as that energy from the magic of the blood pulses into that dragon, and then you're like, yeah, it's paralyzed now. So just out of game, that basically means anyone who attacks it has advantage, and you automatically crit. Yes.
If melee attacks automatically
melee attacks, yeah,
within 5 feet.
cool. And then Bertie just calls out, it's like, okay, guys, the dragon should be held for at least a couple of seconds. Please get on that.
Okay. At the end of your go, the commander is going to use a legendary
God
action
damn it.
to yell out Kathrak. And nothing happens. You get the feel, and he repeats the command a couple of times in frustration, and you get the feeling that he was trying to command the dragon to bite again.
Yes. A quick question too, W. I forgot to do it last round. Do I need to roll something?
What did you only cast Eldritch Blast last round, so no, but you do for that one.
Cool. All right. What do I roll?
I believe we set it as a D.
This is tasty.
Ooh, I'm interested.
It's a 3, Darby. I knew this would happen.
3. Yeah, that's okay. Roll me a percentile check. I haven't had the
This is spicy.
I haven't had the chance to write up the bespoke thing yet. But
That's
I'm
alright.
using
29.
29. So, as you cast this spell, okay, this works. This works. As you cast this spell and hold the dragon in place, you find your surroundings changing. Neumann, you notice Bertie disappear from within the church and appear out on the street as Bertie is teleported probably about 20 feet from the action.
Huh?
In any danger?
No.
Just
Just in the middle of an empty street.
Yeah.
Huh?
Added, unless you've got a bonus action thing you want to do, Bertie, or use your movement, then it is Neumann's turn.
No, it's all good. I think he's perplexed enough that he probably wouldn't do anything else at this point. So that's fun.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Neumann is going to do what Bertie suggested, and he's going to run up to the dragon. Last time I checked, it was only 30 feet away, anyways. Has it moved since?
Nope.
Nope. Cool. He's going to just go up to it then, and using his full movement, and he's going to use his rapier on it.
Yeah.
He's going to do 2 attacks, depending on how
Okay.
well he does. So for
Yeah.
the first one, is he flanking at all at the moment?
Doesn't matter. You already have advantage because it's paralyzed.
Oh, isn't it? Wait, wasn't it a nat crit? Is that what you said?
You have to hit it, but any hits are automatic crits.
Okay, cool. Well, for this one, he got only a 14.
14 total?
14 total, yeah.
How low did you roll for that?
Well, the second
On
one was a natural 1, so the other one must have been a 3.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so that one misses.
All right, offhand. He's going to use...
So you hit into one of the scales and it basically bounces off.
Mhm. So he's going to use the vicious rapier now, which
Yeah.
I think this will be the first, if this hits, and I really hope it does, which it absolutely does. A 28
Yeah, that
and
hits.
23. This is a vicious rapier. If I get, hang on, it says if you roll a 20 with your attack roll.
Yeah.
So does it apply, or
I'll allow it.
it's not much, but it
Because
does an extra 7 damage.
Yeah. So that is, because it's a crit, it is max damage plus a roll. So what is your damage for this? 'Cause
So
you do
it's-
get sneak attack,
It's sneak attack as well.
which is 4d6.
46, yes. So 24 plus 8 plus 1.
4 plus 8 plus 1.
Would it have the +1
so-
with offhand? Or is...
Yeah, the plus 1 is a magical bonus
yeah.
from the
Oh,
rapier.
yeah. Okay.
I've got it, specifically set here as an offhand.
I
was hoping so.
What will the total be?
So that was the max damage, and then he this time rolls a 4 plus 13. So an extra 17 on top of whatever the
So
max
that-
damage was
that-
earlier.
That is a grand total of 50 damage.
Cool.
If
For an
I'm doing
offhand,
this-
that's great.
Yeah.
Thanks, Birdie.
Yeah,
All
Birdie
right,
MVP right now.
This dragon is looking incredibly shaky right now. It is the Githyanki soldiers goes, and they're each gonna.
He has to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Not the commander, the other Githyanki who are enthralled by Ross.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They're just.
Are they
out
within
of, like,
20 feet?
No, they're just out of it because they're right up in front of the church.
Okay.
And yet they're enthralled by you, Ross, but they know you're an enemy.
Yeah, but you said they were taking up like her stances, so
Yeah,
they're not involved
That-
in that fight, at least.
but they are gonna attack you.
Roll does.
Oh, one of those was nat 20.
Oh, great.
Uh,
Cutting words? Oh no, you already told me the roll.
there are a couple of others that you could potentially cutting words. So one of them attacks you, and because you were kind of caught unawares of the idea that they could attack you while enthralled by you, manages to get that extra edge and crit.
You're drunk, you silly old fool, silly, can I say?
You see another sword coming at you that looks on track to potentially hit you. You want to use cutting words?
Yeah, I will. That's a D10 plus 2.
D10 plus 2, yes.
That's an 8.
An 8.
So minus 8 from whatever they were going to do to me.
Yeah, that should be enough. That cuts it down to 14.
My armor class is 15.
Yeah. Then another one just misses entirely, and then another one hits for regular. I'm just going to use the average for these dice roll. So the regular one is 16 points of damage. You don't have any sort of resistance to psychic, do you?
I don't believe my one defense is fire.
Yeah. And the natural 20 will be 40 points of damage.
Oh, fuck me dead. Okay.
Uh,
That's slowly. When you get to your trouble.
The commander is going to try to make his fear check. That is a 17, so fails.
He fails. On a failed save, the creature is frightened until the start of its next turn. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's
so
frightened of
yeah,
Catherine.
it has disadvantage on any attacks that it tries to make against anyone while it can see Hafren, and I believe it cannot go closer to Hafren.
And Catherine's Catherine is right behind him.
Yeah. He's gonna try to, in fear, gonna try to do 2 attacks at disadvantage against Hafren. One of those might hit. The other one, I'm pretty sure it doesn't. So that is.
Catherine's AC is 19.
Yeah. So both of these hit.
That's
or
okay.
I'm just gonna use.
It's, trust me, with his current stats, it's fine. He's
Yeah.
okay.
So that is 31, so a total of 62 points of damage.
Catherine gives him a very bloody grin and doesn't even flinch.
Caius, your go.
No, Roscoe.
Oh, Ross. Yeah, sorry. Just the way that D&D Beyond orders it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just used to
think it
Caius
just-
being higher up in initiative. It's fine. I get it.
I think it just does it alphabetically.
Yeah. So she's just taken a whole lot of damage, but she's still singing because she is not yet incapacitated.
Oh, that reminds me. Make 2 concentration checks for the enthrall, just to make sure
Enthrall's
it's still
not
up.
concentration.
Oh, is it not?
No.
Wow.
Baby.
That is really good. Yeah.
So
Nice.
Ross's main focus is these 4 guys and kind of getting damage started on them. So she's going to do her new cool trick where she can cast a cantrip twice, thanks to her little bracers. She's going to Vicious Mockery 1, and then bonus action Vicious Mockery another.
Yeah.
Do I
Alright,
have
so
to...
those are wisdom saves, aren't they?
Yes, and you have to beat a 21.
Alright. Will we roll it as it was outside of the thing? They both rolled 11s on their dice, which is 14s. So
Nope.
how much damage do each of them take?
It's 3d4 each, which isn't a lot, but it's more than what's going to happen. So one of them is going to take 4 points of damage, and the other is going to take 8 points of damage.
Nice.
And just the way she's doing it is, as I came home on a Tuesday night, as drunk could be, I saw some ugly fucks outside the church where my old coat should be. So I calls my wife and I said,
Okay.
and she's just gonna
Caius.
keep singing.
Yeah.
Awesome. These 4 creatures outside of the church, did
Yeah.
they have any damage done to them beforehand? Like, did it look like they were part of the fight before they got here, or are they like
there's-
the guard of the commander?
There's a little bit of like scuffing damage done to various different amounts. But yeah, they're not in full health, so to speak.
Damn it. Alright. Caius is going to raise his longsword, looking at an attempt to try and decapitate this commander. But then hearing Ross crying out in pain, is going to stop, look over, and they're, 25 feet away, 30 feet away?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Sorry.
Yeah. He will try and use the momentum that he's stored from the swing to like try and jump off the dragon onto the ground and sprint over.
Okay. The Yankee.
As he does that, Hafren is like, "Oi, stick to the plan, mate," as he watches you run off.
The Githyanki is gonna try to take a strike at you at disadvantage because he is afraid of Hafren.
Does
Both
frighten
of those.
work with disadvantage on other people? I thought it was just
Yeah,
against the thing that was frightening
it
him.
has disadvantage to attack. As I believe it has disadvantage to attack as long as it has as long as it can see its.
Okay.
The
I mean, I'll
subject
take
of its
it.
fear. Yeah. I mean, it
Yeah, don't
doesn't
point
matter.
things out.
It doesn't matter. Both these dice rolled 15s. So that is a total of 27.
That
That
hits.
actually hits. Again, just using average for simplicity's sake, this is 31 points of damage between slashing and psychic.
Mhm.
I don't believe you have resistance.
No, I do not.
So, so you take this hit, and as the sword kind of screams in your mind, dash for the 4 gith around Ross.
Around the sparkly idiot.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and get as close as I can to the first one, and
Yep.
How? They're in a line, aren't they?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I know what you have. That
Yeah.
you're-
I'm gonna get halfway to them, and then reach down, grab the javelin that's always been on my back that I've never used, and I'm going to throw it at them,
Okay.
and then just keep running at them.
Yeah. They have to roll dexterity saves, I believe.
I have to hit first, I
Okay.
believe. Essentially, I throw this. Hang on.
I think it's just.
Oh yeah, no, you make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, each creature. Yeah, when you hurl it and speak its command word, it transforms into a bolt of lightning.
Yes.
As
I
each-
do also have to make an attack on the closest one as well, but do the saves first.
Yeah. All right.
Would it?
Most of these save because it's only a DC 13.
Yeah, it's
but
not-
that's still half damage,
Yep.
and one of them takes full.
Okay.
I'm gonna say for narrative's sake, it's the one that actually gets hit by
Awesome.
by the javelin as well.
The one that gets hit, that is also a 26 to hit them with the javelin.
Okay, yeah, that handily hits. So,
Okay.
So I don't know whether you want to roll the lightning or the
I'll do lightning first.
yeah.
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 I threw a javelin, and then as it left my hand, it turned into a bolt of lightning, which streaked through the 4 Githyanki. That is for... it's not a lot. That's 12 points of lightning damage.
So half to 6.
Yep. And the full damage for the other dude is 12... 24.
24. That takes him out.
Alright. I'm then going to complete my movement and action surge.
Okay. Yeah, roll to hit. I believe you're attacking.
I am. That is a 27.
27, that will hit.
And I've forgotten what my damage is. It is a D8 and 2 T10s.
It's disgusting is what it is.
It's not okay. None of what I do is okay. And this one I am going to level 1 smite as well.
really.
Yep. Gotta save the party. That is 7 points of radiant damage. That is 12 points of slashing damage. And 14 points of cold damage.
Yep, that one's out.
And then I move on to the next one.
Yeah. You can attack one more.
Yes, I can. And I do so. With a 23.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, cool. And is this one looking hurt?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna smite him again.
Oh.
That's a couple of 6s. So that is 12 points of radiant damage. That is
Okay.
7 points of cold damage. And I've lost it. That is
Doesn't
16
matter.
points of slashing.
Yeah, he's dead. So there is one Gith soldier left.
If I
Ross?
can, I'd love to position myself in between the two, if possible.
I'll allow it.
I mean, to
Yeah.
be fair, it doesn't matter. He's going to keep paying attention to me anyway. But
Yeah.
Ross watches all this happen, and she's just like, "Oh, you're drunk, you're drunk, you're drunk. Oh, you cannot." She's just like, "Holy shit!"
Did
Holy
Ross move
shit.
away from them?
No.
Or okay.
I wouldn't be able to fit in between. In that case, I just sidled up next
Yeah.
to Ross.
Turn is it, Darby?
It is the dragons with Onion.
Yeah, so that dragon gotta make a save, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
It also has to make another wisdom saving throw.
Yes. So, it's fear check was wisdom.
Yep.
So it fails its fear check, so it is frightened. Let's see if it gets out of being stuck. Nope, that's a natural 3.
Poor
so
fucking
it's
dragon.
afraid,
Honestly, I
still
feel kind of
paralyzed.
bad.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
always feel bad when we have to fight a dragon. They're just big cats.
Anya, your go.
Okay.
Dragon can't do a damn thing. Actually, just before you
Hafren's
do,
gonna
at
go
the end of the
first.
dragon's turn, the Githyanki is going to use its last 2 legendary reactions for the round, and disadvantage attack on Hafren.
Yep.
That's going to hit, so that's another 31 points of damage.
That is fine.
Yeah, and now it is your go.
Cool. Hafren's gonna go first.
Yep.
So after that blundering attack once again, that very nervous attack from the Githyanki, he's like, "Good night, mate." And he's gonna use his claw to plunge it up through like his chin, or attempt to anyway. So that is a 15 plus 14.
That'll hit.
Yeah, I thought so. Let's see. This is only 2d8 plus 8. Oh. What's 14 plus 8? Someone hit me with that real quick. The 22.
Yes.
Is he dead?
No.
Okay.
So
Cool.
his head is knocked upwards.
While he's holding his head upwards like that, he bashes through him with his mace.
Yeah, roll to hit.
So that's a 30 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Cool. Oh. This fella should have an additional 66 fire damage from the previous one because I didn't read through the entire mace attack.
Oh. No, that's 66 poison if he fails the...
No, mace. Melee weapon attack. Plus
Oh,
14
yeah,
to hit.
I'm-
Reach 10
okay.
feet. One target.
Yeah.
Hit. 15.
Yeah.
This is the,
Yeah.
like, 15.
So roll it twice this round.
Okay, cool. That's, so
Disgusting.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 29, plus the 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, plus 8. So 42. Is he dead?
42. No, he's absolutely burnt to a crisp, but he's still standing. Terrified, but standing.
Hafren is going to then try and stab through his body with his tail. And the whole time, Hafren's mumbling like, "This isn't meant to be my fucking job. I have 4 attacks. I could have killed all 4 of those fucking Githyanki. Bloody fucking idiot." So that's a 28 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
Bloody headstrong fucking paladins. So that's 16 plus 5 is 21
he's dead.
plus 8.
He's dead. He's dead.
So he,
He's dead.
yeah, he
Stop.
stabs through him with his tail.
already
This fella
dead.
was a kebab. And he then turns and yeah, okay. He flies over to the last Githyanki, leaps onto him and bites him very hard.
Yeah. Roll to hit.
Did
Actually, can you even miss? Just roll and only tell me if it's a natural 1 or a natural 20.
neither.
I think.
There's no reason that these guys would have advantage or disadvantage, like
No.
on these fellas. I couldn't remember because so much is going on right now.
Yeah.
So we'll roll these dice first, and then we'll see if he has to make a constitution. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, plus 8. So
Yeah, no, Hafred goes up to him and bites his head off.
yeah. And he turns to Caius and he's like, mate, I would have had it sorted. And then it's Anya's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Disgusting.
Damn it.
Also, just in my head, because I can't do the accent, and Darby has done a very good job of Hafren's accent thus far, but in my head he sounds exactly like Carl Urban's character from The Boys. That's Hafren. Yeah, that's me. I guess you're wondering how I got in this situation.
Hafren's Billy Butcher.
So Anya is going to. Is there like standing room underneath the dragon?
Yes, it's not comfortable, but it.
Yeah, that's right. She's just gonna sort of crawl under and stab up into him. Or them. I don't know their pronouns. I shouldn't assume.
Roll to hit.
Whoosh. Whew. Whew. Let's see. That is a 30.
30 definitely hits, and it's an automatic crit because of the
Oh yeah, I forgot.
the paralyzed dragon.
Oh shit, there's a lot of dice here. I'm getting out a calculator because this.
I mean,
this-
what? Yeah, what?
This. Okay. So we've got 8 for the original D8 plus 6 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 plus 6. So 68 is her max damage, including that modifier.
You don't even need to roll.
And then there's the rest of it. So she goes up underneath the dragon and I'll flavor it as she rolls underneath the dragon, and as she rolls, she slices across it with her rapier so that she rolls out the other side and isn't crushed by a falling dragon.
Yeah.
And yeah, she comes out the other side and she still has that sort of glazed over focus and is scanning the battlefield.
It's empty, isn't it?
There's no one
Yeah.
left, isn't there?
No.
Cool. So
And now is when all the people of Dalesil rock up like, ah! Oh.
So Bertie is going to hurry over to Ross. Is like, you are an idiot. I'm just telling you this now. You were an absolute ass. And he's going to grab her and cast Cure Wounds on her.
Okay. So roll the healing.
Or he's going to try to anyway. I assume he can do it.
Yeah.
So that is.
Now here's the thing. Are you using one of your warlock slots
Yeah.
for that?
Yeah. So it's a 36.
36. Okay. Now roll me the d20.
Oh god. Okay.
Wait, so I get 36 points of healing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
It was 6, but I think
6.
that's okay.
That's okay. That's just okay.
Oh, okay, cool. That's
All right.
fine. As again, like his energy kind of like sparks off as he's trying to like heal you.
Ross is gonna look at him and be like, oh, I'm aware. That was the point.
You were aware that you were being an idiot.
Yeah. That's what I do.
Hafren
Right.
kinda-
Okay.
walks up, puts his very big meaty hand on Birdie's shoulder and goes, "Oh, give her a break, love." And then he transforms very rapidly into a little rat, sitting on.
Oh my god! What the hell? Oh, okay. I don't
And
like that.
And that's where we're going to leave it for this week.
Cool.
Okay.
Yo, that's what our second dragon in 3 days.
Mm.
2 days, I think.
Yeah, it's 2 days. Oh man,
Let's go, kids.
thank
We're
you. very
practically
much.
professionals now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you took out that dragon in 3 rounds with very minimal injury.
Yeah, I
Pretty
think
good.
it was.
Yeah.
Who took damage? Let's
Me.
do a count.
Ross took
Ross and
a lot.
Kaya.
Anya, and Kyle.
And Hafren. Hafren took 93 points of damage.
But also, Hafren had 300 hit points.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Beefy boy. Thank you very much for listening,
Thank you
everyone.
for
We
listening.
hope
Thank
you
you for
enjoyed
listening.
this combat.
Sorry
Yes.
for
See
listening.
you later.
Have a good one.
See you all
Yeah.
next week.
See you next time.
Nice web slinging also, Neumann. That was a really
Yeah,
That
clever
was
one.
really well
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
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 There was a
pretty
lot I
sick.
had planned. Like, he was going to
Yeah,
be
just don't get
teleporting
the
all over the
chance.
battlefield. Like,
Yeah.
he was like, "Oh, I'll leave Ross for like 1 turn." I'm assuming Ross has a plan if they're attracting all of these guys. So I'll give Ross 1 turn and then I'll teleport back. And I had a plan for that. But the next thing I was going to do was just magic missile the fuck out of the last guy. But then he's already dead. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, at least I got the dragon left. But
Yeah, same.